Hey y'all, what's up? It's Dr. Allison here, and today I want to talk about something very important, and that is how to comfort someone when they are struggling. I think so many of us desperately want to be comforting and helpful to friends and family when they're struggling, but to be honest, as a psychologist, I've learned not very many people know how to do this and actually have it be helpful. So if you want to kind of know a simple formula for how to comfort someone in your life, stay tuned. It is so tough when people in our lives are struggling. We want to be helpful, we want to comfort them. But to be honest, y'all, I have found not very many of us know how to do that in a way that's helpful. So today I am going to challenge you to put your pom-poms down, stop with the cheerleading, and let's really talk about how to comfort someone. So I'm going to give you a formula to help you with this. This is a little oversimplified, right? It's not going to work in every situation, but 90% of the time, I think you're going to find this helpful. And that is acknowledge, then encourage. Acknowledge, then encourage. I have found as a psychologist that so many people skip the first part, which is that acknowledgement, and we switch right into the encouragement phase, right? The rah, you can do this, I believe you, it won't be that bad. It is so not helpful. I have been on the receiving end of that, and I bet you have too. In fact, I want you to stop right now, and I want you to think about a recent time in your life when you were struggling. Got it? Doesn't have to be a big major thing, but think about a time when you were having a hard time. I want you to think about the things that people said that were comforting and that were helpful. Go ahead and think back. Think about the who, what, when, where. What did they say that was helpful or comforting? And I also want you to think about the responses or things people said that weren't so comforting. My guess is the not so comforting responses were the ones that were all about encouragement, right? You know, toe touch, pom-poms, cheerleader mode. I have found that the ones that are truly comforting are when they first acknowledge and validate our pain, right? When they can say, this sounds tough. I know you're struggling. I know you're overwhelmed. This is hard. Start with that. So whether the acknowledgement is using your emotion words and using empathy to kind of name how they feel, or maybe you're just paraphrasing, saying, it sounds like your boss has been tough or kind of a jerk. That's tough. I wouldn't know how to deal with that. That's it, right? It's not rocket science, y'all. Acknowledge. It's either using emotion words or paraphrasing. Then you can switch to the encouragement. And the encouragement is best when it's specific and tailored to that person. So maybe you're highlighting you're resilient. You're not going to be alone. You've been through this situation before and you made it out. Doesn't mean everything's going to be okay, but that encouragement is what provides some hopefulness. So acknowledge, then encourage. Think about someone in your life right now who's struggling. My guess is you've wanted to be helpful and offer comfort. Go ahead and think about who that might be. A friend, a family member, a coworker, maybe a neighbor. And think about how you can apply this formula. Acknowledge, then encourage with them. How can you acknowledge the struggle and the pain and the difficulty of what they're going through, and then offer that encouragement, that hopefulness? I encourage you, reach out to them and use that formula, whether it's through text, next time you see them, seeing if you can schedule a coffee date, but trying that blend of acknowledgement and encouragement. This is so important, y'all, and I think it's one of the reasons that people benefit from therapy so much, because often therapists are giving this combination. So try it and see how it changes your ability to comfort the people in your life. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more stuff like this, more simplified psychology, so that you can live a more meaningful and healthy life, then check out my website, Dr. Allison Answers, because there's lots more of this goodness. All right, thanks y'all. Take care and go try, acknowledge, then encourage. Bye-bye.